Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
Memo akwaba edeba PENDREAM TV so me so say any day they can share na be subscribe to channel no click bell no so say the news to also on sabetimi aka no etie ntel. Felix kwachi Ofosu na good morning Ghana so abra na rendia be atna se. Oni okoboy our health minister na omo twetwe nkomo efa eye NDC ni MPP dia wa manage economy yi pa na enumu na exchange rate ekopie mu na ema eye Felix Ofosu kwachi kase Bawumia etwantora kire MPP fo ama se omukura ejidi se eye the time ana dollar rate eye 4 cedis is to $1 no eye worse than na eye 16 cedis is to $1 na ono Felix Ofosu kwachi de obia obeji sa asem na atumo bia set is na chese nipa no abodama chese na adwen kra anyfe because say adie 4 cedis is to $1 na ene abedru 16 cedis is to $1 na peso ka 16 cedis to $1 na better than 4 cedis is to $1 na chese o nipa no ni adwen abodam men kasa bebre yanko ni yanko video no.
Ofosu was president, was he not?
Mama,
no,
president for 8 years.
No, he was
8
years
as
president, vice president for.
Mama was not president for 8 years.
Was Ofosu not president?
Wasn't Mama president for 8 years?
Randy, I beg you, Randy.
Really?
Randy.
Obimi.
Randy.
I beg you, I call you vice. You are just like the president.
But you were the same person who sat here telling us about UGMC and breaking it down to conception
Don't mind
and who and
signing. Side comment.
Randy, was Ofosu not president for 8 years?
Side comment.
Was Akufo-Addo not a member of Ofosu's family? Why did he come and waste our time in 2016? Why did he do everything in 2008?
Okay.
But the point is this:
yes,
that don't ever see that there's anything wrong with government saying they will build factories. Okay. If I even look at
that's his opinion.
Yeah, it will not work.
But it's an opinion.
If you establish this cash and his government in 10 years, either it will be sold or to
we're
collapse.
importing $300 million of fuel every year to fire thermal plants.
Right.
It has saved us that export. I've told you that they are old, but they've not gone down under. There are private companies that will collapse if that happens to them.
Okay.
So we believe that government has a certain muscle that it can use to generate some catalytic effects in some sectors. All this while those sectors have been there. Private sector players have gone in. But there's still a lot of work to do. And we believe that government can use its muscle and systems to ensure that that sector gets a lift. That's what we promised in our manifesto. You are here talking about private sector players. Randy, we know private sector players who operate on the back of government. Many private sector players in our ecosystem operate because they get government contracts. If we take away those government contracts, they are not any entities that you can be proud of. But the point is this, that if you believe in a private sector-led arrangement, there's no difficulty with it. We have evidence of the private sector flourishing in many sectors. We also believe that government must go into certain areas. So we promised to ensure that we revive the Zwarungu meat factory. Randy, we promised to revive the Zwarungu meat factory. If you look at business development in our manifesto, we've said so. We promised to revive the Pualugu tomato factory. We promised to revive the Wulungu livestock station.
And then, why didn't you revive it? Mama was president for 8 years.
No. Before he was not president for 8 years. MPP, we are not.
So now he has a change of mind.
No. No, I beg your pardon. Right? Let me address this. Let me address this. Why? The US, UK, Labour, they are in government now. Have they not been in power before? So because you've been in power before,
then why do you normally say that? Why is
because he is there. He is the man in charge.
Mama was also there. He was there.
No. As for your candidate, he's even running away from responsibility. After telling us that he was an economic whiskey, he says he doesn't know anything about the economy now. It is that
he's not said so.
If he's not said so, then there's no reason for him to contest.
He is the one who brings solutions to the
problems he's created.
But Mama, Mama not part of the.
Yes, Mama didn't have that problem. And Mama will never defaulted on our debt. Your man has defaulted on debt. If he knew how to manage an economy, he won't default. Mama has not defaulted. Mahama, the dollar was
with the IMF, so that helped.
No problem. We are going to the IMF 17 times, including twice under Akufo. So there's no problem.
How many times?
It was your man who comically said going to the IMF means economic mismanagement. He didn't know what he was talking about.
He didn't say
we challenged him that what he was talking did not make sense.
It's a sign of distress, economic distress.
Why? Who brought a distress?
But if you are not
who put the gun to go to Randy, who forced economic distress? Randy, Mills went to the IMF in 2009.
JM was president for 8 years. What happened?
Bawumia has managed the economy for 8 years. He says he has solutions to the economy. Why are those solutions? No,
So
8 years. 8 years. Bawumia was in charge of the economy. In his manifesto, he says he has solutions to the depreciation of the exchange rate. After he gave us lectures, in fact, his lecture notes are still available.
But John Mama said he'll give us stable currency, and yes. We saw the worst depreciation.
No.
What was the depreciation?
In 10 months in 2020,
from 1 city to
4
400%. No, Sam George said 394.
No, let him do the calculation. From 4 to 16.
From 1 to 4.
No, 4 to 16, do it.
1
4
to 4.
to 16, do it.
Do 1 to 4.
No, 4 to 16, do it. Randy, but let me tell you something.
4 to 16 is 400%.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
1 to 4 is
Don't worry, let me tell you something.
1 to 4.
Randy.
If you
do, Randy, oh, please.
3.7.
What percentage is that?
3.7. We are percentage depreciation now. It is not 400. It's 320 something percent. Randy, oh, why do you keep on back?
320.
Wait a minute.
Randy,
I'm telling you, Randy. Boy, if I give you the formula today and you calculate it,
Felix,
please. No.
Just answer one.
No.
The 320,
Randy,
which one is
Randy,
that?
you see, it doesn't make sense. Randy, first of all, it does not even make sense what he's doing. And with the greatest respect to you, I beg your pardon, it's not you I'm referring to. You see, that senseless argument stems from Bawumia's disrespect for the people of Ghana. When he tells you that an exchange rate of 16 to 1 in terms of dollar and Ghana cedi relationship is better than 4 to 1. Randy, with the greatest respect, that is madness. Oh yes, if you ever make that argument, you tell me that I am a businessman. I go to the Forest Bureau and I have to pay $16 to get 16 cedis to get $1. That is better than when I had to pay 4 cedis to get $1. And even if you did the computation for both rate of change and you use the right formula to calculate depreciation, the rate of depreciation under Bawumia is higher than under Mahama. Number 2, if anybody tells you that an economy that cannot pay its debts has defaulted is better than one in which we service debt regularly, that is pure madness. And I'm not missing words. You see, we have to stop the comical disrespect of the electorate. It is bad enough that you have run the economy down. You can say that yes, things are bad. I have drawn lessons. I have new proposals to fix it. But let nobody ever. And you see, one of the reasons why I have lost respect for many journalists who attended that press briefing, is that they sat down for him to make this argument that the economy has been managed better.
They couldn't have argued with him.
Why not? Randy, but they had opportunity. Randy, they had opportunity to ask questions. You see, when the first question was asked, and he made this, somebody came back, right? How does any sane person sit down for Bawumia to tell him that this economy has been managed better than the one that he inherited? Why? Your debt to GDP ratio went to 104%. Randy, in the first 10 months of 2022, the city lost 54% of its value. Never happened in our history. 54% in just 10 months. How could you have... Randy, look at the interest rates today. Almost 40%. When you took over, it was around 28%. Your credit status is junk. Somebody had B minus, and you say you've managed the economy better. How can anybody make this argument? And we allow this argument to pass. So even if we put politics aside, okay, the usual banter that we do, there are some things that can never, no political leader should ever feel confident to speak to us that way, that this economy is better managed than even in your personal life. If you borrow money and you are not able to pay, are you better than me who is able to borrow money and pay? This is common sense. And if a leader cannot subscribe to common sense, even in the things that we all can see glaringly, he has no business putting himself up for elections. And one of the reasons why I am opposed to him is that attitude. Look, leaders will always face problems. There's not one government that hasn't faced problems. Even Kufuor, who was much better than Akufo-Addo in terms of presidency, had his problems. But you see, there comes a point when you level up with people, you show them respect. You are wearing a watch that has a black leather. We all see that this thing is black. And yet, I'm standing on an argument on a platform insisting that you are wearing a red leather watch. Is that not madness?
Correct.